everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we're going to be talking about some supposed Obi-Wan Kenobi leaks. Okay, so obviously, if you don't want to know anything, even things that may or may not actually be real, you don't want to watch this video. So just, obviously, if you want to go in completely fresh, not even with like an inkling of things that may or may not happen, just go away, just leave right now. So that's the first thing, obviously, right? Second thing, these leaks are coming from someone who is, you know, let's say controversial. Let's put it that way. This is a controversial person. However, that person has gotten many things accurately, correct in the past when it comes to leaking content. So I do not want to make this video about that individual, so I'm not going to name them. Obviously you can Google it yourself, you can find out who it is, but this video is about the report and the information that, I would say, just based on the reputation, the amount of things that have been correct in the past, I would say that this report is more than likely true to an extent. Obviously it's possible things were changed later or edited out or stuff like that, but I would say it's probable that these events are true to an extent. So that's the other thing. Okay, don't watch this if you don't want any possible spoilers, and this video is not about the individual who did the leaking and did the reporting. This is not about them. This is about the report. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, so Obi-Wan leaks came out probably, I don't know, what, a week ago, a week and a half ago, something like that. And certain individuals across all of social medias and the internet have gotten pretty heated about these supposed leaks. And look, you could kind of predict what certain elements were going to get, certain fandom menace type crowds all angry about this show. I mean, the second that we saw people of color, that there's gonna be certain crowds on the internet that are gonna find some reason to be angry about it, which of course they did. So Moses Ingram's character Reva has of course now become the subject of oh, there's a big controversy about Obi-Wan, Disney's gonna, I don't know, identity politics, woke, SJ, whatever kind of buzzwords the conservative people are throwing around these days on Fox News. That's basically the words that are being happening around Obi-Wan now, because of Reva, because of this leak. It's all very predictable. But so let's get into the actual report. Let's get into what actually is supposedly going to happen. Okay, and again, spoiler alert for things that may or may not happen. Okay, so Reva is an Inquisitor throughout this show, and for all intents and purposes, she will be the main Inquisitor who is hunting down Obi-Wan. Obviously, there's going to be the Grand Inquisitor, and the fifth brother, and the third sister, and there's going to be Darth Vader himself, and all these other elements that Obi-Wan's going to have to face. But as far as the person who's consistently almost has him, or consistently finds him, it's going to be Reva, right? Now, basically, the report goes that towards the end of the show, she has slowly been putting it together exactly what is happening. Why is Obi-Wan here on Tatooine? What's so significant about Tatooine? Oh, hey, the Chosen One, Anakin Skywalker, was found on Tatooine. Well, that can't be a coincidence, right? I mean, Obi-Wan's master found the Chosen One on Tatooine, and now he's here? Why is he here, right? And when you really think about it, it's not that difficult to piece together that, okay, well, he's here for a reason, and he's not hiding out because we found him pretty easily, right? So he's got to have some other purpose for being here. And then, of course, it's okay, well, he's protecting someone, And that's, very similar to that Rebels Darth Maul scene. It was are you protecting something or someone? Bum, 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 and that's basically what Reva puts together, is that, okay, so he's protecting someone. And let's see. Oh, Anakin's stepbrother has a whole family here, and there's a little blonde kid there, you say? Interesting, And basically, she puts together that Luke Skywalker lives on Tatooine, and so after some big fight that Obi-Wan and Vader have, and it's all really epic, and right away, this is what people are getting confused. People think that because this report and this kind of, supposed leak about the ending is all about the events surrounding Reva's character, people think that suddenly, oh, the ending's about Reva. It's like, no, hold on. Obi-Wan and Vader have this whole showdown, and they have this whole like all that stuff is gonna play out in the show. Like that's still the main focus of the show. This is just the information that we have right now from these leaked reports, right? Anyways, so basically she ends up going to Tatooine, and after the big Obi-Wan Vader fight, Obi-Wan rushes over there and he sees that Owen Lars has been knocked unconscious and Reva is standing in front of Luke with a lightsaber, and then she ends up deciding not to kill Luke Skywalker. Like she went there to kill him, and then she decided, like, I can't do that because I was also a kid who was drawn into this giant Jedi Sith war. And so basically at the last minute she gains a conscience and she's like, you know what, I'm evil, I've killed a bunch of people as an Inquisitor, but this is a little kid, and it's a little kid who kind of reminds me of me when I was a little kid, and I was just some Force sensitive who didn't get a choice in the matter, so I'm not gonna kill this kid. This kid didn't do anything, you know? And then she ends up going back to you know, the Inquisitor home base, and Vader's there, and basically she lies to Vader and says like, oh, I killed Obi-Wan, he's finished, it's done, right? And Obi-Wan does not believe her because it's like, okay, if I couldn't kill Obi-Wan, there's no, obviously you did not kill Obi-Wan, right? And so Vader kills her, and she's dead, which inadvertently ruins Vader's only chance of learning the truth, because she had the truth, but she didn't tell him. She didn't say, oh yeah, your son's on Tatooine, by the way. So that's really it. That's like the big leak that is supposedly going to happen and everyone's getting all upset about. It's just that Reva decides to not kill Luke and not tell Vader that Luke's there, and that's it. That's literally it. There's no indication there that she is the main focus of the show. You know, if anything, all this means is that she has a plot line in the show. She has a character arc in the show. It doesn't make her the main character. It doesn't make her the focus. She literally had this. I mean, that's like saying like, oh, in the first Avengers, Black Widow is the focus of the movie. It's like, no, she's not. She has a character arc and she has her own like plot line going on. She's not the main character of that movie. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is so silly about people getting upset. I mean, look, obviously certain crowds are getting upset because they make money off of this. It is profitable to be angry about Star Wars on YouTube. That's just the truth. And obviously, a bunch of right-leaning, alt-rights, crazy people are angry that, like, oh, how dare they make a person of color be a you know, be a character in my Star Wars, you know. So of course there's crazy people who are angry about that in the first place. But the actual leak, you know, if you actually look at it, there's nothing outlandish here. She's not the main focus. She's not a main character. She's not stealing the spotlight. You know, she was a villain the entire time, and then she decided, actually, I can't kill a kid because it's a kid, you know, and I'm not gonna tell Vader about it, so I'm just gonna lie, and that's it. And then she dies anyways, you know. So what's the you know, there's nothing to be upset about here. You know, I've seen these comments over and over again about like, it's supposed to be an Obi-Wan show, I want it to be about Obi-Wan. It's like, okay, so if Obi-Wan is in 99% of the show, and then they give Reva this like little character arc where she decides that she doesn't want to be entirely evil, you know, they give her that tiny little redemption arc at the very end, suddenly it's not an Obi-Wan show. Do you see what I'm saying? It is ridiculous how quickly people are to run to anger. You know, they're so quick. People want to be outraged about Star Wars. I think people enjoy being angry about it more than they just want to watch the show, and that's the craziest part. You know, like, and I've already posted about this, like, oh my god, she's gonna have a character arc. And then I've had people still comment and be like, but it's supposed to be about Obi-Wan. I'm like, what about one character that's not Obi-Wan having a character arc, a little tiny plot line? What about that means it's not the Obi-Wan show? And look, I understand that we just had the Boba Fett show, and, you know, 2 episodes didn't have Boba Fett at all, really, right? Like, I get that, okay? And yeah, I agree, that was kind of strange. But it wasn't like not the Boba Fett show. It was still about Boba Fett. The whole last episode was nothing but wrapping up Boba Fett stuff. I agree, it was kind of strange, but my point stands that if Reva has a character arc in this, you know, other characters have things and like, you know, because you know who else is going to have plot lines and little character journeys of their own? Owen Lars, probably Aunt Beru too. They're gonna have little character arcs. Princess Leia supposedly is going to be all over this show as a 10-year-old Princess Leia. She's gonna have little character journey of her own. Does that make this not the Obi-Wan show? Do you see what I'm saying? How silly this is? How goddamn silly this is to be upset about this. Like, the leak doesn't even warrant anything to be upset about. You know? So it's... If the leak was that out of the 6 episodes we're getting, 2 of them will not have Obi-Wan in it, then I can see a claim of like, okay, that's kind of strange and weird. They did that with Boba Fett, and that's kind of weird. And you know, like, okay, there. I would be like, okay, that's a strange move. Maybe that could be upsetting. I can get that, but that's not what this is, you know. So I don't know, guys. Look, no, I knew this show coming out. I knew that no matter what, there's going to inevitably be some kind of backlash, some kind of controversy, because the truth is, it is profitable to be angry about Star Wars Online. People love stoking the flames. People love getting those likes and those retweets and those little thumbs ups and whatever else you get, right? People love the engagement. People love being controversial, you know. It's it's the nature of things. So it doesn't matter what happens, even if this didn't leak out, even if this isn't even real, which again, that's possible that this isn't real at all. There's gonna be something. People are gonna be angry about something because they have to be. They have to be angry about something. Anyways, I just wanted to make this quick little rant video. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Do you even believe this? Is this just a stupid leak to begin with? And even if this is true, do you think this is a big deal? Does this ruin the show? Does this make it not the Obi-Wan show? Is it all the SJW identity politics woke blah blah blah? Is it all the talking points from Fox News? Is that what this is? Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts. This is stupid. People are stupid. All right, bye.